Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Positivity. I am your host, Zykia McCoy. Here at Cooking with Positivity, we like to focus on positivity leading to success, whether that be in your business, in your love life, and your everyday decision making. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It is Wednesday here at Cooking with Positivity, and I task you all with dropping wisdom that your mother has given you. And a few of you family members have responded. I appreciate you. Here is Aaron.
My mother always told me if you decide to have a kid with a man, you have to go into it with the mindset that there's a possibility that you could be raising this kid alone. But just focus on you and your kid, and when God sees you doing right by them, He will bless you over time. Just stay positive, even when it's tough.
And thank you, Aaron, for sharing your mother's wisdom with us. And I really want us to sit with what she said. Because sometimes the strongest advice isn't wrapped in softness. Sometimes it's wrapped in preparation. A lot of mothers teach survival before comfort. They teach independence before dependence. They teach strength because life may require it. And whether people agree with every lesson or not, there's something powerful about a mother trying to prepare her child for the realities she herself may have experienced. That's wisdom passed through experience. And wisdom doesn't always come from books. Sometimes wisdom comes from save your money, pay attention, protect your peace, learn how to cook. Don't depend on anybody completely. Take care of yourself. Sometimes wisdom sounds like repetition. I don't know how many times my mother has said some of the same things over and over. And as a young child, I was like, why you keep repeating yourself? I heard you the first time. Maybe I heard it the first time, but I didn't hear it right the first time. And the same thing being said over and over again until one day life happens and suddenly it clicks. And that's really what today is about. The lessons mothers leave behind, the guidance that stays with us, the words we may not have fully understood at first, but appreciate later. And another listener and fellow podcaster, Matt Williams, responded to this call to action with an excerpt from his aunt's book. And it reads, Letters to the Editor, Deep-Seated Bias, December 20th, 1986. If anyone has seriously been entering doubts that deep-seated prejudice is alive and thriving in the United States, he has only to read the December 9 front page article in the Inquiry concerning a 14-year-old girl who was a rape victim, to disabuse himself of this naive notion. Here we have a situation cast in the classic mold of the pre-civil rights era. A white female is raped by a white male whom she knows. But when describing her assailant, she does not describe a bogus white male, but chooses to describe her attacker as a non-existent black male. how sad that this 14-year-old child apparently instinctively chose a member, albeit a fictitious one, of another race to be her victim. This is Ida Wright Sharp Lane. Thank you, Matt, for your response. And I want to read another excerpt. I know we are reading Mother the First 9 Months and encouraging Mom. So I want to read a question and responses from Mother the First 9 Months. And we're reading the question, where were you when you found out? Where were you when you found out you were pregnant? This is the beginning. HB said, I officially took the test in my bathroom when we woke up. As soon as I peed on the stick, the sign said pregnant within 5 seconds. I took that as a sign my baby was ready to be here. Before taking the test, I was at an alumni mixer where I felt the change in my body, and I had a glass of wine the whole night. And my husband looked at me and asked why I wasn't drinking. I whispered, I think I may be pregnant. He gave me a huge smile, and we'll find out soon. EL said, Sadie was with me at the house when I took the pregnancy test, and that's when she found out I took the pregnancy test in New York. TA said, in bed with my child's father. Something felt weird, and I got sick immediately. GP said, at the hospital. And ZM said, this is a 2-part answer for me. I was at work showing all kinds of signs. I love to mix Sprite, lemonade, and fruit punch or tea. Don't ask me why, it just tasted great to me. One day, I made my mixture and it tasted dirty. Y'all need to change these filters, I ranted. I went on and on about the filters being dirty until one of my friends on my job, Sade, stopped me. Are you feeling okay? They just changed the filters. She looked at me quizzingly. Are you pregnant? She asked me. I quickly dismissed this question again. Then, for lunch, she noticed I had nothing on my plate but vegetables. For whatever reason, my stomach couldn't handle the smell or taste of meat. She asked again, are you sure you're not pregnant? That is when I decided to go get a pregnancy test. That night, I went to Walmart after work. I went home and sat in the bathroom. I sat in the bathroom for about 45 minutes, waiting for the knot to pop up on the pregnancy test. It never came. Now, I read that particular question because motherhood starts before the child even understands what's being sacrificed. It starts in preparation and responsibility, in fear, in love, in becoming. And that transformation deserves acknowledgement. Now, one thing I think we overlook is mothers are constantly evolving while raising someone else. There was no perfect manual, no perfect timing, no perfect person. A lot of mothers are learning while leading, healing while nurturing, building while exhausted, and that's why grace matters, because sometimes the strongest mothers are carrying things slightly while still making sure somebody and everybody else is okay. And this is why I wanted today's episode to include your listeners' responses to wisdom, because wisdom is communal. It doesn't only belong to celebrities, public figures, or history books. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from grandmothers, aunties, neighbors, single mothers, working mothers, stepmothers, women who simply showed up consistently. Those lessons shape a generation. And our wisdom question for next week is going to be, what's a piece of advice you didn't understand until adulthood? What's something your mother, grandmother, auntie said to you, and now that you're older, you like, I get it. I understand. And that's why Mother Month matters here at Cooking with Positivity, because this month isn't about perfection. It's about acknowledgement. It's about acknowledging the labor, not just the birthing labor, but the labor of sacrifice, the emotional work, the guidance, the resilience, and also acknowledging that mothers are human too. Still growing, we're still healing, we're still learning. And I want to end this episode off with wisdom my youngest said I've given her. Before that, I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to remind and thank everyone in advance for voting for me in the Supermom competition. Your vote means a lot to me and is greatly appreciated. And if you voted for Royal in the favorite photo competition, thanks again. Her winner has received their prize for voting for her throughout the Artistic Kids competition. And hopefully one day they'll post it and show it off. But congratulations to them. And again, thank you for all the support and love.
Always think positive, never let anybody take me down. Have positive thinking and positive respect to other people. Always have confidence in the fracture that I can always have on myself and other people that I can protect and love with everybody else.
And thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to share. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Help us spread this positive movement. And until tomorrow, hope everybody has a great and positive rest of their day and a great and positive rest of your week.